Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the You Pick I Play series. So this is episode 2. If you missed episode 1, dropped it a couple of days ago, so be sure to go ahead and check that out. Had so many comments, well over 100 comments on that video, and of course I did let you guys, or ask you guys to let me know what player I should add in today. Now, it was extremely close. So at the moment we have of course just got the Galaxy Ball Vince, and in that first game he dropped 100 points, and that was in my team unlimited as well, so it wasn't just a challenge, but he managed to drop 100, which was awesome. But yeah, it was so close. It was basically a 4-way tie between Pink Diamond Moses Malone, Galaxy Ball Brandon Roy, Pink Diamond Westbrook, or the Silver Isaac Bonga from the Series 2 collection. Of course, we've got the bronze one in there, but you guys wanted me to have the silver one as well. But I've just checked now, and as of recording this right now, it is going to be Pink Diamond Moses Malone. So 26 upvotes on the comment from Z17, and he said to use Moses Malone. Second place, I think, was Bonga with 25. So it was really close. Westbrook had 24, and Brandon Roy had 24 as well. So if you guys are watching this video and you want to go down to the comments to let me know who to get for next episode, we'll of course talk about that in a bit, but it just goes to show that 1 or 2 votes can change it completely. So it was really close, so continue to leave your comments down below, guys, because it was a lot of fun seeing over the last couple of days who I was going to be adding into this squad. So it is going to be the Pink Diamond Moses Malone. Now, of course, we do have him. We have gone 12-0 this month, which feels really good. But yeah, not many people have him. Not many people really run him in their squad, but now we have at least some defensive capabilities and, of course, quite a lot of scoring in Vince Carter. So we've got 2 good players now in the squad, which is great. So, Moses Malone, let's take a look at him before we jump into another game. We've got 18 Hall of Fame badges on him. We've got Brick Wall, we have got Pick and Roller, Drop Stepper, Back Down Punisher, Rim Protector, Box Defensive Leader, Rebound Chaser, and Intimidator. There we go, which is, of course, one of the most important badges that you can have. He's got Gold Clamp, so if he switches onto someone on the perimeter, he is going to be okay, and he does have Gold Catch and Shoot. And in terms of his stats, 85 at Driving Layout, really nice post-game, 86 mid, which is great, 74 3 balls, so he can hit them, but he's not going to be hitting at a high rate. Really nice dunking, no ball control obviously, but 95 block, 97 perimeter D, interior D, 98 rebounding, and then decent speed, not incredible speed, but decent speed at 78, and then 74 acceleration with A2 lateral quickness, which isn't bad at all. So Moses Malone is now in the squad, and of course got Vince Carter there as well. So I need you guys to let me know down below who I should add in for next episode. Like I said, Brandon Roy, Westbrook, and Isaac Bonga were the ones that were really close to getting in for this episode, but I would definitely prefer or I'd like to get a point guard at this point, and then after that I think power forward. I think small forward can be the last position that we do add in, but it is completely up to you guys as to who you want to add in. And of course you'll have to let me know if I should take this Vince Carter out as well, because technically you guys didn't pick him. That is just who I decided to start the series off with. So if you want me to get rid of this Vince Carter, let me know, and I could actually swap him out. If you guys leave a shooting guard that gets the most votes, then I'll probably just switch out Vince Carter for that shooting guard. So in the last episode, we actually won 2 games with that Vince Carter in Unlimited. The first game was a really quick rage quit, and the second one was also, no, it wasn't a rage quit, it was just a full game, but the guy was not good at all. He was trying to cheese something. He had a diamond, who did he have? Derek Jones Jr. and a centre as well. I can't remember who, but basically he was just trying to do all his scoring with one player, which is basically what I'm trying to do, but I'm doing this for a series, and I don't think he was doing that either. I think he was just trying to finesse it and get some easier matchups. So we didn't let that happen. Like I said, Vince dropped over 100 points. So let's see who our opponent is going to be in this game, and let's see if we can continue the winning streak. Now, obviously, when we do only have 2 good players, the teams we're going to be matching up against are going to be hit or miss. It could be an overall cheeser with 5, obviously, like really good cards, or it could be someone with a starter squad with like emeralds and sapphires throughout, or it might not even find us a game because our team is just so different from everyone else's. But 2 players in so far. Obviously, I'm going to happily take this series over 10 episodes, over 13 episodes, because we will fill out the whole squad. And then after that, we might actually keep it going and just add in more and more players that you guys want to see. But yeah, it was really good engaging when you guys had so many requests of players. So many. It was incredible. A couple of people asking for like Muggsy Bogues. So there were quite a lot of joke players, but there were also quite a lot of serious players. Obviously in the Brandon Roy, Westbrook, they're very serious players. A couple of people asking for things like Ruby Taco Full. Now, cards like that, I'm not going to get. I'm not going to lock in that much MT just for the sake of this series. I would, like I said in the first video, if it's an attainable player, I will get him. So if it's someone from the auction house that I can buy that's not ridiculously expensive, I will go for it. So if you guys left like Galaxy Opal KD, I probably wouldn't be able to get him because he is so expensive. But if it's a joke player, then fair enough. If that's what you guys want, that is who we will run with. So we found an opponent what's he going to have in his squad? So it is going to be a starter squad with golds and an emerald Vince Carter. So I do feel a little bit bad that we're coming up against these guys. I would probably rather come up against an overall cheeser because it would be a more interesting matchup, but we've got Moses Malone. We're going to be able to see exactly what he can do, and who knows, Vince Carter might again drop over 100 points with, of course, Isaac Bonga leading the line. So a few of you guys did actually say down in the comments that you hadn't seen many reviews on this Moses Malone, and I've had a little bit of success with him as we greenlight our first shot right there. I've had a little bit of success with him, nothing crazy, to be honest. He has come out of my squad for who do I have in my starting centre position? I can't even remember. It is someone, I can picture him, but I can't think of his name. Bam Adebayo, there we go, Diamond Bam Adebayo. That took far too long for me to remember who it was. We've got Diamond Bam there, and of course they are both 6'10", so off the bench I can't really afford to have another player at 6'10". What is this guy doing? Why is he leaving Moses Malone wide open under the rim? I am not sure. I appreciate this guy might be his one of his first games, but even still, you shouldn't really be doing that, should you? And I think he is very, very new to this game. So this might be a short one, and I can very much see an early rage quit happening on here. Vince Carter very close to getting a steal right there. But yeah, Moses Malone, Hall of Fame Intimidator is a fantastic badge. And from the games I have played with him, I will say defensively, he feels fantastic. Speed-wise, not the quickest. And of course, he doesn't have the best three-pointers. He's not going to stretch the floor incredibly. But he does have the mid-range, and he does have a little bit of a three as Vince Carter gets his first ridiculous poster of the game, and he gets a steal right there, and he takes a shot, and it's a full white glitch. Get in there, Vince. Oh, I went for a putback, and he missed it. What is that? How does that happen then? I have no idea how that's just gone completely past him. That is ridiculous. I was hoping he was going to come in and throw that one down, which would have been mad, getting a throwdown off of your own miss. That would have been awesome. But here we go, Vince Carter again coming down. Ja Morant, get off me. We're going for the 360 all the way to the rim, and I think this is just going to be a waiting game to see how long this guy waits before he gets out of here. Vince Carter again is going to come down here. We're just going to run around him. We'll go all the way to the rim, and we're going to posterize the emerald Vince Carter. This guy needs a timeout. Hopefully he'll quit in a minute because, yeah, I think this one is a game over already, and we're only 2 minutes into it. Alright, so Vince now has his takeover already. We're going to step that one back for the green light on his first three of the game. And that is a 15-0 run to start this one. Ridiculously easy. I think next episode, when we go up to having 3 really good players, well, actually, it might not be 3 really good players because you guys might vote in like a bronze card or a silver card. So it might not be incredible. But I think having 3 cards, we will actually be coming up against actual proper squads rather than these poor old people with their starter squads. It's definitely a baptism of fire for them. And I do feel a little bit bad. But you know what? We've got to start the series somehow. And there's no real other game modes to go into. I guess we could do multiplayer challenges. But I've already completed all the ones for tokens, and I don't really have any interest, this poor guy, playing the ones for MT. So Unlimited is really the only thing to go into. And realistically, if you are just starting out, you shouldn't really be going into Unlimited. You should be jumping into offline, getting some MT, getting your players up. Vince Carter from way downtown. That's another green light. God damn. Absolutely killing it. 18-0 to start this one. Alright, so we're at the end of the first quarter, and finally, this opponent has quit. It was 30-5. So he held out for quite some time. I'm not sure why he held out for so long. It was pretty apparent from the get-go that one's going to be a very, very easy matchup. So we'll jump into another game again. So the first episode had 2 games. This episode is going to have 2 games as well. But like I said, after next episodes, I think we are going to start coming up against teams that have some really high-rated players. Because I think if we have like 2 Galaxy Opals and a Pink Diamond, then straight away that is going to be a big boost to our overall. What am I even trying to say? So of course we're going to be matched up against better teams. But let's see who we find up in our second opponent of the day. Alright, second opponent of the video, who are we going to be facing? He's got a little bit of a better squad. He's got the Sapphire Vince, so he has evoed him up a little bit. Sapphire AD. Again, basically a starter squad. Again, I feel really bad for this guy. But we've got to get through these early games. So I might actually read out some comments while we go through this gameplay because, again, I don't think this one is going to be too hard to go through. So first up into the comments from yesterday we go. And Danny I says, who is the best shooting centre for under 75,000 MT? The new Pink Diamond Chris Webber, I'm fairly sure you'll be able to get him for under 75k, and he is fantastic. The only thing he doesn't have is Intimidator, which is a big deal, but if you're just after shooting, then Chris Webber is fantastic. Other than that, people like Miles Turner are really, really nice. People like Diamond Karl-Anthony Towns. Diamond DeAndre Ayton is a fantastic card that can shoot very, very well. Or Diamond Embiid as well. There's a lot of really, really good class defensive and offensive centres out there. We'll get this inside to Moses Malone for the first bucket of the game. Moses Malone looking pretty nice. Vince Carter, first shot of the game, and it's going to be a 3. It's not going to be a green, which I have been doing a lot better at lately, but sadly he doesn't green that one, but we still get the shot to go down. AD is wide open, but Moses Malone has recovered very well indeed. Defensively, like I said, he feels really solid. Let's see if he can guard AD one of the posts. Yes, he can. He can get the block, and we're going to be running down here. We're going to stop this one for 3, and it's a moving green from Vince Carter. You absolutely love to see that. Fantastic work from Vince. I think it's really good that you guys actually voted in the center. I'm very happy that you have done that. Defensively, we have a little bit of stability now, and we have someone who can roam down in the paint, who can actually try and get some stops, get some blocks as well. And of course, he has Hall of Fame Intimidator, so anyone who comes anywhere near him, they are going to struggle. And look at this defensive work on this AD, absolutely clamping him. And this guy's not even going to get a shot up on that one. He did actually green light it. Fair play to this guy. He green lights after the buzzer has gone, though. So that one doesn't really matter. And then I think we have got all of our defensive or offensive settings in. And now we can go to work against this guy. So looks like we are going to go inside against Sapphire AD. And we are going to go straight over him like he isn't even there. Vince Carter is just a posterizing machine. Hall of Fame contact finisher is such a good badge, and of course his range extender is fantastic as well. Let's see if this guy wants to drive inside against Moses Malone. I'm all happy for him to do so because we'll meet him at the rim and we will reject it and we'll go up again. Oh, and AD slams that one down, so we didn't get the rebound on that one, but it's because Moses Malone, he did get the block initially, so he was out of place with the rebound, which is fair enough. Moses Malone, 2 blocks already in this game. That is very impressive, and let's see if we can just burn round to the rim. Yes, we can. 360. He is so quick with the ball. It is ridiculous. It shouldn't be allowed how good that card is, but of course you are paying for what you get. He is reasonably expensive. This guy is going to drive inside, and that is Moses Malone with the steal. And here we're going to pop this one for Vince Carter for 3. It's a bounce back, but he still makes it. 13 points in the first quarter for Vince Carter, and that is his takeover. He is perfect. 3 of 3 from deep, 5 of 5 from the floor. He is absolutely killing it. So jumping into another comment, Nolan Menendez says, who is your favourite player from each tier? So, this is an interesting question. So I'd say we'll start from the Emerald level, because there's no point really starting at gold cards, as Vince Carter gets the steal. Good lad. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Of course he is. And again, another 360. So from the Emerald tier, I'm going to say Emerald Sean Bradley. That card was so good early on in the game. And to be fair, you could probably get away with using him now just because of his height and how good he is on the defensive end. So definitely at the Emerald tier, we're looking at Sean Bradley. At the Sapphire tier, you're looking at people like wow, he's missed that. Let's see if we can get Moses Malone a bucket here. We can send him to the line. The Sapphire tier, there's quite a few that actually spring to mind. So you have people like the RJ Barrett. I absolutely love that card. He was so good. He was in my main score for quite some time. You have people like George Murasan at the centre position. You have people like Jonathan Isaac at the small forward position. Kobe White at the point guard position. So I've kind of given a card for every position because it is too hard to just pick one card that is the best. But if I had to just choose one, I would probably go for RJ Barrett, just because I remember using him and his release was so easy. I used to green so much with that card, and he just was so much fun. And Vince Carter's just been swatted right there. That is embarrassing. And we nearly get the steal, but not quite. So anyway, that is the Sapphire tier. Let's go up to a Ruby card, and it is going to be Ruby Norman Powell. He is definitely my favourite card this year. He was so good. We've missed again. Wow, Vince, come on, man. I'm trying to get these ridiculous posters, but he just does not want it, and you've got to want it. But yeah, definitely the Ruby level. Norman Powell, that card is absolutely incredible, even at this stage. Other than that, you're looking at people like Dante Exum, people like Michael Porter Jr., there are some really, really good Ruby cards in the game. People like who are we looking at? No, not De'Aaron Fox. Who am I thinking of? Devontae Graham, and there's someone else who's on the tip of my tongue that I can't quite remember. Devontae Graham, yeah, I think I might have already said him. Wow, my brain is all over the place. But yeah, those guys are really good at the Ruby level. At the Amethyst level, that is tough. Do any Amethyst overpowered cards spring to mind? Not really, to be honest. Let me have a little bit of a think. Moses Malone going up for the alley-oop, and he throws it down from Vince. Love to see it. From the Amethyst level, I'm trying to think. Hidu Turkoglu was a base Amethyst before he gets evoed up. You have people like Kristaps Porzingis, which is a very nice card. You have people like... I can't really think of anyone who's ridiculously overpowered, to be fair, at that level. To be fair, Miles Turner at the Amethyst as a centre, he was really, really nice. Again, Buddy Hield at the Amethyst level was a really good card. This guy just jacked up a ridiculous 3. That's not going to go. And we are going to get the last 3 of the game, or the first half right here. And he green lights 36% coverage on that one, and he still manages to green it. Good lad. So yeah, that's the amethyst level covered, and then we move on to the diamond level. Favourite diamonds this year have been Diamond Hidu Turkoglu, Diamond Lamar Odom. Those guys have been fantastic. Other cards that have been with me for a while, Diamond Joel Embiid. He's been in the squad for quite some time. Oh, come on. That would have been a wide open 3 for Vince. What are they doing? And then pink diamonds, it's got to be Giannis. Giannis is just an absolute god. All right, so we're going to keep moving on in the comments. Ugni Santi says, when should I buy KD? Realistically, I don't think he's going to go down in price just because he is so good, but I know they are dropping some more content this Friday, so I'll probably wait for Friday's content drop, because if it is a similar card, if it's another a small forward that is a Galaxy Opal, chances are his price will take a little bit of a hit, so his price will come down. If you can get in front of 400k, I think that's probably going to be a W, because he has obviously just dwarfed the prices of D-Wade and Porzingis, so they are going to stay cheap now for quite some time. Obviously, when they release the mystery player, his price might go up again a little bit, so it's probably best to buy him before they actually release who that player is going to be. As if that went in with hardly any contest, when Moses Malone was standing right there. That is a shocker. Okay, not impressed with that, Moses Malone, I have to say. And let's just go behind the back and again, right to the rim. Easy as you like. Fantastic. Next up, Sam says, should I buy Curry for 350 to 400k? Absolutely not. That is the last thing you should be doing. I think already he's down at like 300k at the time of recording this. I hope he is anyway, because that card does not deserve to be that expensive. But you shouldn't really pay any more than, great defense from Vince Carter, shouldn't really pay any more than like 150k realistically for what you're getting, because all you're getting is a pink diamond Russell Westbrook, as if he's missed that, with a few more. Keep going, Moses. Keep going, Moses. There we go. You're getting a pink diamond Russell Westbrook with a little bit more of Hall of Fame badges. A few more Hall of Fame badges. There we go. English is tough. Realistically, the stats are so similar. The extra badges are all you're paying for. And Westbrook is like 60k. So in my opinion, it's a no-brainer. Go for Westbrook. Save your MT on Curry and definitely don't buy him just yet. Next up, Asher Barnes says, what cheap cards should I invest in right now? I think Chauncey Billups is still reasonably cheap, so I think he's a pretty good investment. Ruby Jeff Green is a very low risk investment because he is so damn cheap. We're going to go for a Self Alley right here from Vince Carter. 360 Self Alley in game. That is what he does. Yeah, he's really cheap. Lance Stevenson, I think, is still reasonably cheap and is probably still a really good investment. This guy hits me back with an alley-oop. All right, fair play. I see you, my guy. So this guy clearly has played it before. He knows how to throw alley-oops and stuff, but he really can't stop this card. He's just so good. Green lights the and one fun. Fantastic, got 30 points already. It's not going to be another 100-point explosion like we had in the first episode, but it is still a dominant performance. All right, next up into the comments, Derek Bayton says, Miles Bridges or Paul Pierce? Oh, wow, where have I just ran there with Vince Carter? So he says, yeah, what did he say? Miles Bridges or Paul Pierce? I would say Miles Bridges, just because Vince Carter is disgusting. Just because he does have, Paul Pierce has the gold steady shooter badge, which I think is a bit of a problem. I don't want that badge on any of my players, and if I can avoid it, we're going to go for another alley-oop here, and Moses Malone throws it down. Good lad, and Vince gets his another takeover of the game. But yeah, I would say go for Miles Bridges. They're similar prices, so I think you might as well just ball out and go for Bridges. That is a very ambitious alley-oop right there, my friend. We are going to go for another one, though, if Moses Malone runs in, which he is, and he comes in and he flies in athletically on that one. Vince Carter and Moses Malone, the absolute dream team you guys have assembled right here. They are absolutely killing it in this one. Obviously, this guy isn't great, but still, they are putting in work. And Moses Malone looks like he's wide open again under the rim, and he gets up and throws that one down, and he now gets his takeover in this one. All right, next up, Cole Guarino. I think that's how you say your name. If I butchered it, I do apologise. Isaac Bonga, what have you done there then? And he says, what should I do with my Vince Carter? Cash out now or wait on him? I got him for 190,000 MT. I would say hold on to him. Realistically, he's not going to go under 190k because it is still a Galaxy Opal Vince Carter. He's not going to go under 190k. He should go up. Is he going to throw that one down? Oh, he nearly went for it. He should go up. In my opinion, he should be back up at like 300k. If they drop some sets, well, hopefully in the next couple of sets they actually drop Galaxy Opals who are not small forwards or shooting guards. Hopefully they drop some big men. They haven't dropped many centres or power forwards this year, so hopefully they do that in the next couple of sets, and that will of course make his price go up a little bit, which will of course be absolutely lovely. So I think if you can get 250k for him, I think that's probably going to be a good price. Like I say, he might go up to 300k, but he might also not. But I'm going to hold on to mine for the time being. I bought mine for 250, which at the time I thought was a great price, but then of course he decided to come back down in price after that. So I'm on a massive L at the moment, which is why I'm going to hold on to mine for the time being. All right, next up into the comments we go. Life in K-Town. Hey JD, I've been buying players at 100k that are valued around 125k on bids, and I'm just wondering what time of the day do you think is best to sell the cards at 100k bid? Love the vids. Thank you very much indeed. So for me, prices are most expensive in the evenings and they are cheapest in the mornings, but the market is so all over the place because obviously everyone is in a different time zone. Time zones are all over the place. So the market is just continually evolving and adjusting. Are we going to go in here? Yes, we are. Another one, 38 for Vince now. But yeah, for me, I tend to list up cards in the morning and then buy in the evening because yeah, evening they seem to be cheaper. And in the mornings, they seem to be more expensive. Did I say it the other way around to begin with? I think I might have done. But yeah, mornings is when you want to sell cards and evenings is when you want to buy cards. So flip that around if you're looking to sell and buy the other way around. But anyway, we move on. James B. Hey JD, who's a good power forward for less than 100k MT? So there's quite a few options, but I think notably, Pink Diamond Chris Webber, who just came out, Vince Carter from Deep, green light, 35% contested again. The guy is absolutely killing it. I'm not going to lie, I'm killing it as well with these releases. These feel so good. Obviously, I know these guys, my opponent's team doesn't have, he hits an and one, don't have Intimidator, which is of course a big thing, and every other Pink Diamond or Diamond out there has it. But we still have to get the timing right, and we're doing really well on that, which is not something I can say very often. But yeah, power forwards, you're looking at Chris Webber for that amount of MT. Fantastic card. Like I said, he doesn't have Intimidator, which is a problem. But other than that, he is literally incredible. Other than that, you are looking at people like Diamond Lamar Odom, Diamond Hidu Turkoglu, fantastic cards. Pink Diamond Porzingis, I think, is a little bit more than 100k. Maybe he's a little bit under that, but I don't think he is. But other than that, you've got the Giannis cards out there. I think you can get the Diamond one for under 100k, which is still a very, very good card. So yeah, there's plenty of options at the power forward for you. Even the Pink Diamond Antoine Walker is a fantastic card as well. He is really nice. I had him for a little while, and I didn't regret having him at all. He felt really, really nice. Vince Carter again. We're going to go in, not a poster this time, but still going to knock in the contested layup. Next up, I snag on you. Should I pick up Paul Pierce or Drazen or hold off? I would say hold off for the time being. I think they're only going to come down in price. They don't lock in for a collection. They are literally just standalone cards. So I think they will come down. Paul Pierce should come down to under 20k. And Drazen should come down realistically because he's not a sought after card. So I would hold off on buying them for the time being. All right, next into the comments, Dylan Hoy says, what do you say, Dylan? What do you think about diamond contract prices? When do you think it would be a good time to sell? We get a stop there, and I wasn't even looking at the screen. Moses Malone wants another alley-oop, and he gets another alley-oop, but he bricks it as if there was no one in the vicinity. And he's gone ahead and missed that, but Isaac Bonga is back on the defensive end, and of course he's going to get a stop, because Isaac Bonga, the GOAT, am I right? But yeah, I haven't seen any diamond contracts over 15k for a while, so it doesn't seem like they're going to go up. So yeah, I am stuck with my diamond contracts at the moment, and I am a little bit concerned as to when or not to sell. Why did I take that 3 with Moses Malone? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm not sure when to sell. I mean, they should go back up, but I think they're just in every single pack. And realistically, at the start of the year, they weren't being pulled very often. They were up at like 30k for the majority of the first part of the year. Then they went down to about 15k, and then they went back up to about 20k. And now they're down at 50k, and yeah, I don't think they're going to be recovering because they're just dropping so many good cards into packs that the chances of the cards actually rising in value because of the more people are using them, it's just not going to happen in my opinion. Moses Malone with another alley-oop. So yeah, I'm probably going to sell mine on Friday morning before they drop the new content Friday night. I think that's probably going to be the best time to sell them, because when that new content drops, there's going to be a whole new influx of diamond contracts added on to the market. Moses Malone with another rebound. He's got 10 rebounds, nearly on a double right there. And Vince Carter is just a joke, isn't he? And that might be it for this guy. That might be one blow by too many, and it is. He is out of here. So that was still a really damn good performance from Vince Carter and Moses Malone on the defensive end. He feels really nice on the rebounds, does feel a little bit undersized. I feel if we came up against someone like Shaq or Yao Ming, we would struggle, but against these lesser teams is absolutely fine, and he absolutely killed it. And defensively, got a nice few blocks in that game as well, to be fair. So that puts us at 5-1, just like that. But yeah, 2 really, really good players, and it's up to you guys to now make that 3. So let me know down below what position and what player you want me to add into the squad. Now, like I said, the only stipulations really are don't recommend people like Galaxy Opals from the token market. I'm not going to do that. And then don't also recommend players that are part of rewards. So don't recommend people like Mark Eaton or the, where am I looking? The Ruby Taco Fall. Don't recommend players like that because I'm not going to go for those. But anything else basically is fair game. And of course, we've got all of these players in the club already. If you want to see any of them added in, then just drop it down below and upvote your favourite comments. So that is going to be it for episode 2 of You Pick, I Play. If you guys are excited for episode 3, then be sure to drop a like and I'll drop it this weekend. So as usual guys, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.